I'm Adam Calaway. I'm at Cattle Chat Corner at NCBA 2014. We're at the Noble Foundation Grow Safe booth. I have a special guest with me, Rebecca. Rebecca, tell me a little bit about your operation and where it's at and what you do there.
My family recently relocated from a farm in Maryland to a 3,500-acre ranch in Nebraska. And we moved with my husband, Lee, and our twin 10-year-old daughters, Rihanna and Sheridan.
And what does the operation run?
We have red Angus cattle, and that's what we specialize. My husband helps with the commercial operation, and I help when I can. And then there's also the registered operation, but my girls are in love with their Hereford cattle, so you'll always see the beautiful red and white in the field.
Well, you said you had twin 10-year-olds, so you're very concerned about their education and the world they're growing up in. So talk a little bit about the importance of ag education to that generation specifically.
Okay, a friend planted the seed when the girls were younger about telling our story and how important it is to educate the public about education because we're 5 generations removed. So we started writing ag educational books when our girls were 4 years old, and we try to produce a book a year. We just came out with our 5th book, and it's called Our Star Goes West because the first Star featured the girls raising an orphaned Hereford calf on a bottle, and it was Star, and Star is still with us.
Wow. So how many books do you have out now?
We have a total of 5 books. They all have professionally developed lesson plans with the Common Core curriculum. They're in schools from coast to coast. We work with the Cattlewomen, we work with Farm Bureau, and it's just been a wonderful support system in the beef community and just trying to get the word out about the importance of ranching and farming, what we do, that we're producing a wholesome, safe food supply.
It's like what you said. You said we're 4 or 5 generations removed from agriculture. You know, a lot of people live in the city and maybe don't know where their food supply comes from. So let's look at it from the consumer perspective. What do you think that their perception of agriculture is right now?
Well, you know, we always continually get, there's over 100 anti-ag organizations that are attacking what we do on a daily basis, modern agriculture. And so I think every producer, we need to do our part to tell our story. And I always, you know, when I do some presentations, if you don't have time to maybe go into the school and give a presentation, at least do something that helps our agricultural community. Pay your dues to Farm Bureau, to the NBCA, you know, because they are out there fighting to keep us in business. Buy some ag educational books. Does not have to be the Chaney twin books, but any book that has accurate ag information.
Well, let's talk about your response. You said you go out and you talk at schools and you've had some of the books that are core curriculum based. What is the response of people that see the books, read the books, or hear you present and hear the ag message?
Oh, they absolutely love it because a lot of children's books are illustrated. Ours are all done with professional photography. My best friend Kelly, she's been in the photography business for 30 years, and people can really identify and look at these pictures. They see other kids doing work on the farm, and even farming and ranch kids love these books. So when we go into the classroom, you know, sometimes my little girls say, "Mommy, why do we have to be famous?" Because they sign every book that goes out. We try to have a personal signature, and they just love promoting what they do. They love living on the ranch, and we just love to get out there and tell our story, and sometimes we're referred to as the cow family.
What are the students, how do they respond to hearing the ag message, and does it help maybe reshape some thoughts that they had?
Oh, I absolutely think so. There are stickers that we can give out that say, I met a farmer today, or I met a rancher today. And sometimes little kids are fascinated because they don't have an opportunity to meet a farmer in person or a rancher in person. And, you know, if we can keep making those personal contacts one-on-one, I really think down the road when they're approached maybe by PETA or HSUS, if they've had that earlier exposure to a farmer or rancher, I think they'll continue to support our industry.
You had a message earlier to the farmers and ranchers that are out there that they need to get involved. How else can they get involved specifically in ag education? What can they do?
Well, I really think, it just always starts at a grassroots level. So if they can support their local elementary schools, their local middle schools, with providing or doing some research to provide them with some ag educational material or where they can go to get it, because I think that it's not in a lot of schools because maybe the schools don't know that it's available. So I think they can really start working at a grassroots level.
Well, my last question that I've been asking everybody is, if you had an opportunity to talk to the consumers out there of the beef industry, what would you tell them?
Oh, I would just say that, what we produce, we put on our table, and I'm not going to put something out there in the public that I would not feed my own children, and that we are working so hard to take care of our animals, to produce a safe and wholesome food product for them.
Rebecca Chaney, thank you so much for stopping by Cattle Chat Corner.